Welcome back to Radio Free Freedonia, where I think we're all asshats. But we're funny, helpful, nice asshats. I'm here with my...
I definitely am not, sir. I'm an asshat.
You are. But I love you for it. So it's okay. My beautiful and talented co-host, Lady Styx. Our fantastic official, unofficial co-host, Mr. Pink. Always right, Matty, who's also our freelance enforcer. So he's going to smack, I guess, Philip around because he's a freelancer with us. And a heck of an up-and-coming. I hear the lovely Miss Sarah behind him. Hi, Miss Sarah.
Hello.
As part of the Angry Elves in the room, and so is Dire Sith. We'll see who pops up throughout the evening. You never know. So, guys, Ross is away. He's traveling. That means mischief. So, oh, wait, that wasn't what we were going to do with. I will say what I thought about talking to you guys about was, what do people want to see at, well, or from Origin in Gen Con? Like, what should I make sure to film? Although I will say I have certain complaints, like X won't let me live feed anymore because I won't pay them money. So I have to decide whether it's worth paying them money. Ross is tied up in your trunk. Make sure you feed and water him. He needs to stay hydrated. Oh, I meant, oh, no, don't do that. Yeah, that
I've
sounded
already
fair. That
brought
sounded
up
real.
with you what I think would be a really good giveaway.
We're going to give away Ross?
No, bookmarks. Like
I like the
Earthdawn,
bookmarks. I'm going to
1869.
talk to Ross about that. I have ordered this year's button.
Just as a handout.
I've ordered
Just
this
as
year's
a handout,
button.
people would love that. Nice.
I even ordered some magnets to go for special people because some of you guys are special in the good way.
We plan on going. I plan on helping you guys.
Oh.
Origins or Gen Con or both?
I wish Origins, but it'll be Gen Con.
Yeah.
I could keep her in my room. You could come to Origins. So I could just keep you in my room. That'll be fine, right? That's not hostagey. Is that hostagey? That sounds hostagey. Sarah, can I keep you as a hostage?
Sure, take me.
See?
Yeah.
She doesn't mind.
So she doesn't, but she also knows that June is not a great time for us with our work.
Oh yeah.
June's gonna be hectic as hell.
So that is this year's, maybe next year's, con button and magnet. That's James Austin's beautiful work. That's the people were thinking it's a tiger, and I'm like, not exactly. It's actually a rather famous Earthdawn creature.
Yeah, it's too bad you won't make Origins. You would have been able to see me, but unfortunately, I am not going to make Gen Con.
Oh. I don't know if I spelled that right. I'm bad at spelling. I'm going to look at the spelling.
I want to go to Origins at some point. It's just timing at the moment.
Well, if I go next year.
Yep. Yeah, this year is definitely a no-go, but maybe next year. Fingers crossed.
I still don't think it's totally a no-go. Apparently, she's okay with being kidnapped. You could have issues with it, but she said I could kidnap her, so nana boo boo.
Yeah, well.
I just run around kidnapping other people's women. Keep all the women's for myself.
Obviously, the adultiest nana boo boo you've ever heard.
What? What did I do now, Lady Styx? What did I?
Nothing. You didn't say nothing.
Yeah. Better not. I'll let you sleep on a cot, smart pants. I already am kidnapping her, so
I like kidnappings.
See? Some people appreciate me.
Dude.
Let's see. Okay.
He's just holding his head right now.
Skeoori. I spelled it right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have no idea
So
how
that's what-
impressive that is. Because I never spell.
So is that called a Skorks?
See, I think it's a Skiorks, but it's a fantasy name, and that turns into my wonderful. You want to hear my wonderful thing on fantasy names? I think people need to shut the fuck up. They're made up names. However you want to pronounce it, I don't have a problem with. Except for Drow being known as Dro. That is like the one and only FU. No. But
So
other than
It's
that,
an app.
I'll even accept the T
yeah.
instead of the D, like Trow, but not Dro. That's it. Other than that, it's a made up fantasy name. You pronounce it whatever makes you happy.
all right.
Yes,
So is it Care or Kyre?
For me, I say Care. Because that's also part of the joke with the Care Bears.
So much more fun.
Right? Thank you. Yes, Mr. Pink. That's the whole joke with the Care Bears, which I still feel so dumb. I can't tell Savage how much I appreciate him for that, because how the hell I never saw that, I don't know. But I should have. Like, it was so obvious, the great joke right there. But yeah, for me, it's Care.
The Celt side of me just sees it as Kyre.
See? But the Celts are like the French. Their language is all messed up.
Well, I had the same
In a
problem
nice
with
way.
Werewolf where I twisted it was Cairn. And I kept saying it's a Cairn.
Yeah.
It's a Karen.
It's a
It's
Karen.
not a Karen. Oh.
It's Karen. I love Sarah. So,
one pronunciation.
Now you'll never unsee it.
No, I know that pronunciation. I hate it the most.
it is kind of an angry tiger-like beast, but it has things on its tail, spikes and stuff like that, and they're wicked. They're very cool looking, and James's art is, gorgeous. And I kind of wanted to show it off, and I thought that would be something that would get attention. And I'm a very minimalist, I guess, when it comes especially to art for items for like the company. I don't like things to be overly busy. And I felt like that was kind of clean and pretty and dramatic. Is dramatic an okay term for this? Striking,
I
maybe?
like the interlooping.
Yeah.
Yeah, the kind of the interlooping eclipse
Yeah.
way, and how it's clean, and it goes and it really has the name pop.
That's what I thought. I thought it was striking, and I was hoping that it would be something that people would be like, that's kind of cool. What's that? So
No, this is very solid semiotics.
Thank you. If you pronounce it Illinois, I smack you. Just saying. Because that is not Illinois either. Illinois. Well, it's Illinois, but no, that's not. It's Arkansas. That's the S at the end that drives me crazy. Arkansas.
Dire Sith.
Kansas.
I have that book.
It is Illinois. I'm having a day. I had the evil class at the slightly not as tiny town, not the normal town, but the bigger one. There's a middle school class that's just, oh my God, some of those kids. One of them was tipping his chair back, and I'm like, please stop doing that. I don't want you to hit your head. And he's just like, what are you going to do about it? And like, the bell hasn't really rung but for like 20 seconds. I'm like, I'll go to ask him to tell you. Oh, well, who's him? Well, him happened to be the principal. So I just took 2 steps into the hall. I'm like, could you come here for a minute? Maybe you can explain to him why I don't want him to bash his head on the floor, and if he could keep 4 on the floor. Apparently, for the principal, he would do it. Just
if I were you, I would have tipped his chair over, bashed his head in, and then called.
You're not allowed to do that. Like,
in the old days,
you're not invited back
when I was
substitute.
okay, when I was in school, I just wouldn't substitute anymore, and I would have more time for FASA stuff and the puppies. But
see, you get my master plan.
See, I got you. But when I went to school, yeah, the teachers absolutely would do stuff like that. And if you told your parents that they knocked your chair over because they'd asked you to quit and you're still tipping it back, you'd be told things like, well, then you should have stopped tipping it back. Kids are a little softer these days, we'll call it that. And you can seriously injure your head, which is why I don't want them to. I was a first responder for a while, and I've actually seen the concussion and stitches that can happen from bashing your head into the floor from tipping your stupid chair back. Like, it's an actual thing. The only thing that's worse and stupider is letting your toddler stand and jump around in the cart at the store because they're top heavy. And they'll bounce around up at the front, and then they fall out. And now, not only are you bashing your head on a concrete floor, but you're like 3 feet up from it. And so it's bad. Gonna do it again. Dire Sith. I will say most children don't after they get seriously injured.
See, this is what we need to reintroduce into schooling generally: is consequences for actions.
Natural
the kids
consequences.
Today, they only know this concept as fuck around, find out.
Yes.
And they think it's a joke.
They do.
It's not.
And here's the thing.
Who has fucked around and found out.
So most of the time you won't have that bad of a hit on the concrete, but it can happen. And like I had one boy last year, same library area, right? Kept saying he wasn't going to, wouldn't listen. I kept asking him to quit, put him, get the legs on the floor. And of course, 5 minutes into this debate, he falls out of the chair and falls back and, because he had a backpack sitting on the back of the chair. So not only is he tipping it back, but he's got a heavy backpack on it.
Teachable moment. Physics.
And I want to kind of be like, okay, other children, please stop laughing at him. But at the same time, he kind of deserves to be laughed at. Like, I asked you to quit doing that for that reason. But at least he wasn't.
That's one of the reasons I could not do your job. I would be laughing.
I have. I've occasionally said something that apparently is not like totally mature adulty enough. Because I'll just be like, well, or I'll just send you to the office because I don't feel like dealing with you today. I don't want to. And like, well, you can't just, yes, I can. I can send you to the office just because I don't like you. What are they going to do? Fire me? What do you want? Don't make me go there. So, okay, so back to concept. I like the idea of bookmarks, and I'm going to talk to Ross about bookmarks. But I don't think that I have time to do that for this year because I'd have to have it designed and printed, and I just don't think I can get them in time. But I'm going to look into it and see if maybe I can do, I'm sure some of you have caught on that I do short runs to kind of just test and see what people ooh over. It's part of why I post, look at this new magnet, and I'll put them in my treasure box for the convention. But a lot of that's to see what you guys are interested. Yeah, I missed merry-go-round. Sorry. What you guys are interested in. So I could possibly get a short run done before Origins. I just have to see what I can do for art for it.
Also, how did I not get tetanus as a child?
Because you got shots.
Shots because of that.
Yeah, there are shots for that. You do know you're still supposed to be getting those, right?
Oh, my Tdap's up to date.
Okay, that's act. Did you know how many adults don't know that?
Yeah, that's frightening. I work with metal every day. I literally was working with something that had rust on it 2 days ago.
I met somebody. They were in their 40s, so they weren't a spring chicken, and they were like, well, you don't have to get any after you're 18. I'm like, the hell you don't. You are very wrong. They want that done every 10 years. So after you're 18, by the time you're 40 something, you should have had another like 3 at least.
Yep.
And it's not just every 10 years. I mean,
it's every 10 years unless you're accident prone. And then they do it more often.
I was going to say, if you get stitches, they give you one automatically.
Mm-hmm. If they have to
They
pull
don't even
things
look to
out of
see.
your body because you stepped on a nail or something like that, don't ask. You get one. If you get cut by like barbed wire because you thought it would be a great idea to pull that stupid wire fencing out of the weeds, did you know they also give you one for that?
Oh, yeah, tetanus is no joke.
No. Like you get gangrene and they cut off your arm. Like it's a thing.
But still, like those playground equipments were learning experiences.
Look.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Okay.
And now kids don't go outside and play.
Well, and even when they do, they're not allowed to play like, okay, so the kids, when they're on the swings, they have to all be swinging the same direction, right? You're not allowed to jump out. You aren't allowed. Do you guys remember twisting in the swing and then letting it like unfurl? You can't do that anymore. You're not allowed to do any of that. And if
So wait, you're not allowed to try and flip it over the bar?
Nope.
Completely?
Nope.
Nope.
No
Oh my
flipping
God.
it.
They have regular-
No
Regular
flipping it. No jumping out of it. No twirling in it. You can't even like go side to side in it.
You can't go run underneath as one's coming down
Nope.
to see if you duck them getting kicked in the chest.
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah, there's not.
How is anyone going to be able to survive?
How do they understand physics?
How if you haven't gotten at least 3 or 4 fat lips before you hit 10, are you actually living?
No.
How
But
do you
they're
learn
not allowed to do
basic
any of that.
first aid?
Yeah, true.
How am I going to learn to do a tourniquet?
I had as a kid.
I already know how.
Oh my!
No, they're
would-
not
I
allowed
would
to
get
do
my
any of
nose-
that. Matter of fact, like the monkey bars where like you would swing from bar to bar. A lot of the kids aren't even allowed to do that. Or did you guys ever like climb up on top of those and like run across them like a balance beam, 8 foot up?
Yes.
That was accident prone.
No, we tried to jump over the.
Yeah,
we
you're
tried
not
to
allowed to do
use
any of
the-
that.
in any way that would likely end up killing us.
Okay, so I love heights. And I am accident prone and have no business doing any of this. But I used to, like, if I could climb it and stand on top of it, I was totally climbing it. And back when I was young, it was well, if you fall off, you won't do that again. Now, like,
Want to bet?
well, yeah, I know, right? But now, like, if you even think they're going to go try to stand up on top of that, you have to yell at them. There's none of that.
Yeah, I vaguely recall getting strangled with swings on one of my fights.
This is why America has a problem with the teen takeover phenomenon. None of these kids got this shit out of their system when they were younger.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
By the time I was a teenager, I'd already done so much stupid shit that I'm like, well, that's little kiddish kind of stuff if you do that.
And now they're getting up to 18, 19, and even up to 25 and pretending that they're teens in the eyes of the law. And they're not getting proper consequences for it.
There's a lot more that goes into it, but that's part of it. There's also the brain development isn't quite there. Okay, but guess what? You can still go to prison for it. So maybe you quit. Like your brain development should be big enough that you could think ahead a little bit here.
But we're fucking coddling them so
We
much
do.
that they never realize these things.
It's a thing.
This is why I don't believe in keeping pets, and why I certainly will not intentionally father a child.
Well, I did
Yes,
not
I would like to
father a
rub a
child,
little
but
dirt on
I've
these,
mothered a
like
few.
6 feet.
And I have a lot of pets.
I would like to rub about 6 foot worth of dirt on a lot of these teens.
Rub a little
It-
dirt on it.
Consequences for the
Oh
actions.
my gosh. Okay, when
They
I grew
needed to
up,
be let run wild when they were children.
when I grew up,
'Cause
there was
when
the
you do
whole
that, you limits.
"Are you bleeding?" If you weren't bleeding, you weren't supposed to bother a parent. If you were bleeding, well, is it a lot? Did your parents ever do that? Is it a lot of blood?
Do you see bone? Do you see bone? You're fine.
You're fine. Quit whining.
I was about
Are
to
you
go.
leaving blood on the
It doesn't hurt till the
floor?
bone. It doesn't hurt till the bone shows.
It
Yep.
actually can hurt before the bone shows, especially when the bone's almost showing. Just so you know.
If you are vomiting or pissing blood, then we have to talk.
Listen, what I do on my Saturday nights is nobody's business.
A kidney shot's a kidney shot, okay?
Oh my god. Sometimes I think it's nice that they don't have to do all of those. But did you die? Yes, Sire said. Oh my gosh.
But,
Did you die?
I think
no. So stop crying
that's how we
about
evolved. You as a child, you act like a little psychopath. You go and you get dinged up. You know exactly what your limits are now because, ouch, this hurts, or I don't want to deal with this. So that when you grow up, you're not going around trying to find your boundaries.
But you also learned what to say and what not to say and when to stop sometimes. Because as adults, I'm not allowed to punch you because you said something that was completely inappropriate for a whole slew of reasons. But when you're a kid, some other kid could pop you a good one and it made you think, wow, maybe I shouldn't have opened my stupid mouth. And you learned to be a little bit more respectful because somebody might pop you a good one.
When I was a kid, I was bigger than all of the other kids. So I learned, unfortunately, by roughhousing, that I could do a lot of damage to someone who's the same age as me. So I grew up and I learned not to be, not to bully people, to control myself. If I get angry, I can do a lot more damage than another person when they get angry. So I have to control my anger, or I can end up, going to jail.
Yeah, see, Philip could totally take me in a fair fight. By the way, I don't fight fair. But in a fair fight, you'd win.
I do think and believe, honestly, that 3/4 of the bullying problem in the United States would be dealt with if kids were just allowed to deal with it. Because most bullies, once they get that repercussion, and it doesn't have to be from the kid they're bullying, it could be from somebody else, or once they get bullied in a serious way, they don't do that again. That's the thing.
Okay, here's the thing.
Yeah.
But it's more than that. They have such thin skin for certain things. And bullies are looking for that reaction, that feedback. Bullying stops a lot when you look at them and be like, so the fuck what? Just dead eye, look at them, so the fuck what? If they can't get a good reaction out of you, they give up, they go away. But because these kids are not self-regulating, I guess I think maybe it's the term they use these days, and they react to everything and they overreact to a lot of things. And everything in life is not fair. I keep wanting, like, who told you people life was fair? It's not.
Has somebody
allow me to introduce you to not fair? I don't. All right, but we are way off subject. Darn them kids. Stay off my damn yaw.
We have a subject?
Yeah, we're talking about, so what do you guys want? Like, I'm going to assume, did I mention that there'll be another dragon to you guys?
Well, you did now.
I did now.
Well, I was assuming there would be more dragons, mostly because so far the dragons have done reasonably well.
They've done great. So we have Charcoal Grin that we did not have out last year because we're still trying to get Kickstarter stuff handled, right? So I think I will have a few of those this year, but until I think everything goes out with Kickstarters, there won't be a lot of those. But there's another dragon already.
I have another dragon idea for you.
Yes.
This might be a little complex. It might be a little pricier, but I'm thinking a pin or a series of pins that you could go and put on, and it just says, "Hi, my name is blank," and it'll say it has the different disciplines on it, and then a little dial to show. They'll click around to show what circle you are.
All right, that's too much.
Yeah. Too much.
Okay, thanks.
It could
Thanks,
be
honey.
cool. It
That'd be cool though.
could be cool though. So there's another dragon, not in the works, done, completed. I don't think they're all shipped over yet, because shipping, however. And we're actually working on another one after that. So after Charcoal Grin, we have a dragon. If you've watched, oh goodness, I think on Altia, I've even shown pictures. Maybe even given away hints. But we're working on the dragon after that dragon. It's actually in design. So there'll be some unboxing and showing off of the dragons. Let's see.
Can we get a hint as to what type of dragon?
I'll give you
pretty
guys.
dragon.
Oh my gosh! I could show you the ugly version. There's ugly
I
version.
assume one with scales.
Because there is a pretty version and an ugly version.
So,
trust me.
So
it's
you guys know that this goes through several kind of back and forth with production. I mean, I think I've talked about that. One of production's attempts, the coloring on the dragon was just no, dear effing no. I can't sell that. That's the ugliest thing I've ever seen. So, but I will tell you, Earthroot.
Really?
Okay.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Earthroot is
awesome.
done. Earthroot is designed, has gone through all the production. I think I should have a few at Origin or Gen Con. I don't know if I'll have it at both. And then we're working on the one after that, which Philip might know who. Well, maybe Philip will know which one that is, because you're involved in some projects.
I have so many irons in the fire at this point.
I know. I told you.
I have to lock them up on Sunday for you guys.
Well, you know. Hold on.
You gonna share?
Just to
I'm
make
gonna
sure I
type
get all
it.
my stuff on.
I'm going to type it at you.
Okay. Oh,
then-
yep.
Uh-huh. See, you should know. If you don't know, you do know. You just don't know you know.
Yeah, I do definitely
Maddie.
know.
Where's
I
Maddie?
remember having
I'll
a
type it at
discussion
Maddie
involving
too.
that.
Oh shoot, I forgot
I
that
have
this
a-
is recorded with my screen. Oops. So I guess I'll just flip back over here.
I have a good guess, and you can tell me later.
Okay. Well, once I'll post these, it'll be too late. It's actually something I'm hinting at in Altia stuff too. Or will be hinting at, if you haven't caught on that I'm hinting now. Also,
Always be driving traffic.
if you didn't watch yesterday's catch up on Altia, you missed out on my beautiful puppies. Because I think I spent almost as much time on the puppies as I did the story.
Yes.
No one can complain about that.
Oh,
I
they're
need someone
so
to
cute.
pull me away from the dungeon crawler books just to say. I'm a little addicted at the moment, so I need someone to pull me away so I stop reading.
Okay. Go back and look at the puppies. They are too cute. And they're laying there, and I'm just like running my hand up and down them, and they're just all snuggled up and are just like, we love people. We like pets. They started to wag their tails. Our eyes are open. We're starting to wag our tails. Yeah, they're totally.
They're starting to take steps. It's cute.
Yes,
It's super cute.
We're at that little bit more than crawling, but we're not really walking because, if you remember them at the very beginning, they were very skinny because, well, Batsy's tiny and there are 4 of them. And they've at least doubled. And they are fat, little, pudgy, fuzzy jelly bean potatoes. And so they're trying to get their little stubby legs under them, and they're kind of hilarious.
No.
But I might love them, so just a little bit. But let's see. So there'll be some unboxing. And I know there's going to be some unboxing for Aetherstream. Matty, did you get those miniatures or files? Ross did not respond to me when I poked him.
Yeah, They still haven't been done by the factory.
Okay, so that's what's going on. Yeah, that's going to be a crimp in my thing because I love seeing your painting because you do such a fantastic job, and I like showing off your painting. I may or may not like the manufacturer for that right now.
Well, I'll have something to share with the group about that in a minute.
Okay. So, what else? Like, I tried to escape and try to talk to some of the other Studio 2 companies because, try Goodwill, things like that. Or if there's something that I just find neat, like last year at Origin, there was a glue company that I thought was really neat. And it's out here by us, Lady Styx. It's Lake of the Ozark area.
Oh, cool.
And it's a really cool glue. Like, you put the glue on and then you leave it alone. And it becomes tacky and you can move it around. So if you're like placing terrain, you have like, it's tacky enough to stay where you put it, but you can still move it, if that makes sense. And they had this other one that creates like stringiness so that you could have like blood and gore coming off of things or create vines if you wanted. It was really cool stuff. And I did not see them at Gen Con, but I didn't get anywhere in the dealer's room last year at Gen Con. This year at Gen Con should be better. I should have a couple of my helpers I'll have Zach and Phil, I think, with me that I can both use to man the booth a bit so I can get out of the booth a bit because both of them can handle that.
Here's hoping the rallying yard is run by someone who hasn't lost their mind this year.
That will never happen.
Oh my God. Flipping 5 hours in a marshalling line.
I will be honest, I never get to do anything. I'm at the booth. By the time we shut down for the day, I'm kind of humaned out. I'll be honest. I go back to my hotel room and like lock the door. Sometimes I'm smart and I get food on the way. Otherwise, I have to like poke like Phil or Zach or one of my minions and be like, or I get, because delivery is very hard at Gen Con. It's so hard to get things in because the traffic is ridiculous and you're going to have a 4-hour wait. So I'll be like, would you walk across the street and bring me back a pizza? Or a burger or something. I don't care. But if I'm smart on the way back, I will try to get, but that's saying that I'm not in a meeting because that's the other thing. I'm in meetings a lot. I have company meetings and company dinners and small group meetings. And I even have breakfast meetings sometimes at Gen Con. It's silly. But for you guys, if there's something that specifically you wanted to see, I'm willing to find a way to make that happen. But kind of like this year, instead of me just filming the stuff that I think is interesting, have some ideas on what you guys would be interested in.
More live plays of the games.
That's almost impossible for me to film. I can
but Zach
or Phil.
Can some of the demo guys maybe set something up and while they're running a demo and do that, or depends on if they get.
The big problem tends to be
permission from the people playing.
No, that's not the problem. It's an open area. It's nice to do that, but technically you don't have to. Welcome to being in a public space. I know that sounds like a dick answer, but that's really not the big problem. The big problem is twofold. The person running it's not going to want to try to have to film while they're running it. 2, that means I don't have the staffing to lose somebody to film in any length of time. On top of that, you're talking about depending on where they're at versus where I need them to be, anywhere from like Philip, you've been to Gen Con. Sometimes that walk can be a half hour to an hour one direction. So I can't lose somebody for 2 hours to film something like that. The other big one is the noise level in the background make it really hard without picking up some sound equipment that could noise cancel out what you don't want. So yeah, so that like I do Facebook on there about and it's not professional. I literally will sit there and do like walkthroughs before the doors open up so that you can see where some of the other vendors are and what's going on, who has what. I have done short pieces for like coming back, going to, but I don't have time to leave the booth to go to see demos. Now, I might be able to pull it off for Aether Stream because Aether Stream stuff is in the minis, which is usually fairly close to the vendor's hall. So I might be able to do that, especially if I've got at Gen Con both Phil and Zach, who I can tag into the booth. So I might be able to pull that off. Ooh.
I mean, that's...
Whoa, sorry.
You can... Okay.
Sorry, Matty put picture up. Oh.
That's nice.
Okay, that's sexy. I'm just saying.
That's... Yeah.
I think I'm still in love with the Babylonian, but ooh. Sorry.
It looks like it wreaks some havoc.
I told you what I would like to do with the ships for a future thing, didn't I?
Remind me in case I'm dumb. Because I can be dumb.
Make a 3D model, but make them as a dice tower. And then sell them.
Very nice.
That's an interesting idea, Sarah. Is that a
Matty
pink or a purple?
Sorry, guys.
Oh, I'm looking.
It's a magenta.
It is a pink. Okay. I like the choice.
No, it's a magenta.
Magenta is technically red, but it
Magenta's a pink.
when you a lot of times it's coming through as pink, but it's a magenta. I like it.
I like it.
It'll really flash with that magenta.
That looks so pretty.
Anyway, the joke here is that the black one is fresh off my printer because those are the latest versions of the ship model that the factory sent over 2 days ago. And it's about a quarter of the size it's supposed to be.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, no, that's not okay.
I should have realized that because, like, it's not even 2 spaces. And, like, nothing for Leviathan should be that tiny.
That is about the size of one of the smallest ships in the game, which I also took a photo of.
Wow.
It has shrink power.
So, but yeah, Philip, I will try to get out at least at Gen Con. I don't know that I can for Origin. I have such a tiny team for Origin.
I will film with you stuff.
Oh, hell yeah.
That will do shorts for Facebook. Like, I'll come over. It's like, here's an introduction to the step system. Here's the games that we have. This is this. This is this. Here's how the first round of Aether Stream plays out. I can come and help you do just a bunch of those.
I would love that. If you have time and want to, I would love that.
That size of the big ships would make a perfect keychain.
It's still like 3 inches long.
I have a lot of
big
keys.
keychains.
Okay.
I was gonna say, I'm from that era where like 50 keychains all on a keychain was the thing for one.
It has a shrinking power. Oh my god, I love.
See,
sorry.
I like this because the design looks like it would be thrown. Like it looks like it's coming at you like a dart.
Yeah. I can see that. It's pretty though. But no, I would love that if you have time and can sneak away.
Oh yeah. We could definitely do that. I've done social media stuff before. And it doesn't even matter if you don't normally get a lot of engagement. Just posting it during Gen Con and it being tagged with something about games will get FASA out there.
Well, and I've done live feeds, but I don't know if I'm tagging it well enough or correctly.
Yeah, RPGs, FASA, Earth Dawn, all the property
Yeah.
names, and you don't have to do a lot of live things. Just like a 2-minute short is enough.
And maybe I should do some more shorts. Oh, so some of the stupidest, you're gonna love this, Philip.
Attention.
A lot of times I try to stop at the St. Louis Zoo, either on the way out or the way back. And
Nice.
I have sat there and all of a sudden I have like 40 people watching me in the snake house at the zoo. Can't have 40 people watching any other time, but the snake house at the zoo, now I got 40 people watching.
Yeah. Because
It's the
people love
stupidest thing
animals.
that people do love animals. And actually, you want to one up that? We used to do, and I don't know, I would like to do it again, but we haven't. I'll have to probably talk to our community, get pictures of, pets, which we were calling it Animal Companion Monday or something like that. One of the most popular ones was Jeff Labenstein's snake draped across a bunch of old Earth Dawn books.
No, cute.
If you do like little bits of FASA information and it's just you talking about it while holding the puppies, that will get more engagement than you could possibly believe.
Oh, I considered, even if I do it as my own, just up in my office, setting up the one camera on a tripod and just letting the puppies tear up stuff in my office. And occasionally just throwing out a FASA book, being like, oh yeah, and we sell games. Just puppy cam. FASA puppy cam.
With all the books. Stage it with all the books in the background and have the puppies attack the dragon. And that will get you an obscene amount of engagement.
I have literally thought about, a FASA puppy cam. But one thing that, so I no longer do live feeds on X. So I only do them on Facebook now. And I just don't think Facebook's algorithms like us at all. But X wants money.
It's also Facebook. It hates everyone.
Facebook wants money for you to like them, unfortunately.
That's part of the problem. Either way, they want money to let you get out of the hole. And it's very frustrating. Sorry, what was that, Sarah?
There's a dirty way to deal with that. Not necessarily dirty, but it's a different way. If you don't want to pay them money, again, like we were trying to do this before, basically kind of like buddy up to another group, and like the most popular group, tag yourself in that. It does work.
But I feel weird doing that if it doesn't somehow connect. I mean, I've done a little bit on like occasion where like there's a cool comic book movie and I might be like, hey, no spoilers because people don't like that, but what did you think? And I'll like tag the movie because I know that there is crossover between like, I'm a huge gamer, but I like comics. I know that a lot of people are like that. So I try not to, but it's hard.
No, I get it.
There are so many people out there doing in like shorts. It's the way to go, either with Facebook or TikTok. And there are so many people like, what's an alternative to Dungeons and Dragons? And you could do that for Earth Dawn, and you will.
I need to learn how to like. I guess I can on the short. I've never done shorts. I guess I can pre-record them and then just load them up later.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Don't do live stream.
There you go. That needs to be our new button. There you go, Mr. Pink.
4 out of 5 puppies prefer the flavor of Earth Dawn. The 5th one's a Nethermancer.
There you go.
Oh my gosh, I should totally make that as like a button or a magnet or something. Ross was giving me heck over the magnets, by the way. And I'm like, the only reason...
a bag or a button or something.
The only reason that I like the magnets right now is because we aren't allowed to have stickers, I guess, at Gen Con. Because some people can't adult.
You had some of the best pins. That like that ribbon pin for 1879, absolutely great.
Ribbon pin.
The military medal, I assume.
Yeah, from Fort Alice.
Oh yeah, those are so cute.
Yeah, that is on my punk vest, and it has pride of place because it is one of the coolest pins that I've gotten.
I think we've done some really cool, pretty stuff. It's always been the how to get out of the hole. But this isn't even this, which I like this, and I'm gonna have to try to work on some of that. But it isn't even totally in this case about getting out of the hole. Part of this is simply about what does my community, whom I love, because we have the bestest fans in fandom, want to see. Like if you guys told me go find My Little Pony RPG, which I just have to go down the staircase a couple of times to the library, to the gaming library. Don't ask. I have friends. They're very funny people. But I would go and find that for you guys if that's what you really, if like the community's like, we really want to see something. As long as I can. Like live streaming an entire game session, not gonna happen. But I can try to go. Yeah, go ahead.
Just shorts that let people know that the FASA that people loved is alive and well. Earth Dawn is alive and well. And hey, we have 1879 and this pretty awesome space game.
So how short are shorts? Because I try to keep a lot of our stuff for like Facebook Live, unless it's like a long. I try to do maybe 10 to 15, but it's. Sarah, you have not seen my one shirt, but Ross, originally, I think I'm going to try again. So I have a shirt that on the front has a fossil logo that Jeff Levinstein made for me. And on the back, it's the Mark Twain quote, rumors of my demise. And then, by Mark Twain and FOSSA Games. Ross originally was very opposed to that shirt. I still think it's one of the best shirts I've ever made.
I think it's awesome.
He's lightened up about it a lot. But I wear it every year, at least at like setup or teardown or something like that, because I know how much he just hates that shirt.
When I tell gamers that I'm freelancing for you, they're like, wait, FASA is still around? Earth Dawn is still a thing? I used to love that game.
Again, play into it. Sometimes that's the best way.
Well, that's kind of how I felt about it and things like that. I will say, I found it funny in the beginning. They're not dead yet, right?
Right, yeah, I get it.
I will say it has become less funny to me after a decade, and maybe that's why Ross doesn't find it as funny. I still find it funnier than he does.
If there's a way to curve it so it goes back up, maybe that could help that.
Like I said, the worst I've ever had, though, and I think I told this story before, I had some guy on, it was Twitter back then, argue with me that I could not work for FOSSA Games because they don't exist. And I'm like, but I'm project manager at FOSSA Games. It doesn't exist. And like this went back and forth for quite a while. And I finally was just like, well, I'm just going to tell Ross that I don't have to do anything anymore. So thank you. And just put a smiley face, and I quit responding because what do you do at that point? Like,
I mean,
if you're aware,
like that.
If you want to know, Ross did not agree. It's kind of like Ross stupidly was like, is there anybody who doesn't want to go to Gen Con this year? And I'm like, me. And he's like, yeah, not you. And I'm like, you said anyone. Stick in the mud. He's not here. I can say
he's so mean to you. I was going to say, he's so mean to you.
I love Ross. I love his wife, Carol, even more. Carol's a sweetheart. But he does not seem to think...
they have Frasier. I was going to say, because they have Frasier, so yeah.
Yeah, if I didn't like them, I would have kept Frasier.
It's a
But
thing.
I got really attached because there was just the one baby. So, but they're good pet parents. Sorry, what, Philip?
You need a T-shirt that actually explains the acronym, and like on the back says, "There, now you know."
Oh, dude, no, because then I'd have to explain to them what duck soup is and who the Marx Brother is. They're uncultured swine, sir. Uncultured swine.
You are saving them from the horrors.
Do you realize how old we are that we understand? Well, I mean, and you're a baby, but you're a baby.
Something.
Baby.
You're 40. You're going to be 42 next month.
Oh,
I'm 112. 42. That's what I tell kids.
I get a towel. Next month.
That's why in October for my birthday, I want to do a hitchhiker's theme.
I'm not telling you what's happening in your October, so there.
Wait. Okay. That's really sweet. He's already thinking about your birthday party. That's so nice. All right. Well, or doing something for your birthday. That's so sweet. Philip gets a gold star.
I'm working on something. But
doesn't matter. The fact that you're thinking about it at all, you get a gold star. That's sweet.
He already got a surprise birthday party for his 40th.
Oh, you guys are so cute.
And he got the coolest birthday cake ever, too.
It had a character sheet from my favorite obscure RPG that would lit on fire. You ever heard of a fun game called Hole?
Uh-huh.
Human occupied landfill.
Uh-huh.
I have.
Treasure.
It ranks up there with the macho chicks with guns.
Yep. I love Hole. I also have the rare book that tells you how to actually create characters. Buttery Wholesomeness.
I remembered I can text on my phone to you people and not take my screen off of the main thing. Ha ha.
Now you want toast. That's not even nice.
Okay.
Oh.
Did you see that too?
I am going to need to get you more NDAs.
More NDAs? Oh, goodness. I can do them. I just have to be beaten with a stick to remind me to do them.
Luckily, you have friends with Styx.
I sometimes wonder about my luck in this conversation. And I am not sure that you and I have the same definition of luck.
Concept of friendship and luck.
Friendship and luck. And, you know, how the beatings will continue until
morale improves.
Yeah.
My morale is great. I'm a very optimistic human most days. I said most days.
All right. I had some people come to rejoin my online that I'm running through Legends of Barsave.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God. The first episode went in directions that I don't think anyone was truly ready for.
This is why I don't do well at modules.
Players
go all over the place, and I just usually let them. I'm just like, yes, have some more rope. Sure, have some more rope. Why not? Have some more rope. And then they're like, how did we hang ourselves? And I just laugh at them.
Rope. Lots of rope.
Let's you guys want fire and gasoline? Okay.
Right?
But I'm proud of
what could go wrong?
Because when they do crazy stuff, they commit and they don't whine about what happens. And because of that, let's just say someone's axe has a name and there's one less horror.
I mean, that's always good.
They should have died. They should have died, and it's just someone who had no luck all game out of nowhere started getting insane rolls on attacks and damage.
I mean, it does happen.
When it happens at the best time, that's what usually makes some of the greatest stories. And
yes,
one of the reasons that RPGs give you an experience you really don't have elsewhere.
Oh, God.
Someone asked this person is LSCAR. All right. So, if anybody thinks of anything they want to see, message me. You guys all know how to reach me. If you need NDAs, let me know. I will help you with NDAs because that's my job. And it's a lady Styx's job to yell at me until I do it.
I rarely have to yell at you. I just have to go, they came in, and usually you're really on top of those.
Yeah, because they're easy.
So
I have a blank form, and all I have to do is copy and paste information over. If the people send the correct information, I had to redo one of yours, Philip, your friends.
Okay.
Because they sent me 3 digits for their zip code. And then I took a good guess because most of the Chicago area, if I'm not crazy, is 60. So
yep.
I put a 60, but the 3 digits they gave me were not like the last 3 digits. They gave me like 054, and that wasn't correct. And I'm like,
it would probably be 606-1054 or something weird like that. Or no, that's the other thing.
But you know what I'm saying? And like it was one of those. It was just like,
Andi?
Yeah.
Regardless of whether or not you're crazy, Chicago has that zip code.
I'm sorry, that's actually funny. Very funny.
I actually, okay. I will not live in Chicago by any stretch. But
so
there's a lot of really good things to see in Chicago.
Fair.
I won't live in the state of Illinois because I'm a crazy gun person and their laws are not conducive. See, that's why.
Crazy. I would like to ask a question of everybody for recommendations for my 2 new players.
Apparently, fire and alcohol.
Our party has, let's see, a rogue, a shaman, and a warrior. So
how'd you get a rogue?
I'm sorry, a thief.
Thank you.
See, this is why I'm asking for help. Yeah, we have a windling thief.
Hey!
A troll.
Freelance enforcer. You're gonna get it. He'll beat
I know.
you.
I gotta keep that. I gotta keep the right to the right names for everything. But yeah, we have a windling thief, a troll warrior, and a scrang shaman. What would round that out nicely?
Orc scout. Orc anything, really. Orcs are great.
You can't go wrong with
an Obsidian troubadour so that it can play rock music.
That's another good one.
I know one of the players does like Obsidian. He played a gauntlet, but he built him kind of weird last time, so I'm going to try and help him with the mechanics better.
Freelance acquisition specialist, not thief.
Honestly, scouts are great.
Scouts are good. Troubadour's also good.
I want to play an Orc Scout. If you're looking for something a bit more second line but utility, you can't go wrong with a weaponsmith.
Oh, weaponsmiths, they're great.
So if I get the radio play finally moving forward, and we get to do the second half, which is set in Earth Dawn, Matty wants a specific part for a Orc Scout. Got it.
There it is.
See?
I don't like the amount of work that If was doing in that sentence.
Right now, it is, I will admit, I think it's on hold until after Gen Con just because of life livingness and the price of eggs in China.
Yeah,
honestly,
You know
I
that,
think
and I
I
know
can
that.
try to get back on track before then. I'm hoping to. But right now, it's the end of the school year. And it's finally tapering off. But there for a little bit, every teacher who can't keep those days for next year, for whatever reason, changing districts, whatever, had been taking time off. And then there was the babies. And I'll be honest, much like I told the 6th grade class that night Nightcrawler was born in, I love Batsy more than I love all of you together.
That is
And
a
that's a real
legitimate
thing.
thing to say to children.
Actually, some of them were like,
I got puppies.
you
Screw
can't
you all.
say that. And I'm like, oh, I did, and I mean it. And there's a few of them, because they've known me, some of those kids have known me for 5 years. They're like, no, she means it.
That's right. Because they also know you don't lie.
I don't. I love that idea, Philip, but I like Elric.
That is, he's one of my favorite characters ever, and I want to play Elric in Earth Dawn.
My first husband used to actually read the Elric books to me when I had trouble sleeping.
Oh,
so I have very fond memories of that.
Yeah.
All right.
I've read a bunch of that, his Moorcock stuff.
I love Moorcock stuff. All right. I think I'm going to call it because I miss my babies. And I have the evil. Actually, 2 out of the 3 classes yesterday were fantastic. 2 out of 3 classes tomorrow will probably be fantastic. Oh, and I still have a wedding to prepare for. That's the other big one right now, Matty. I haven't talked about that much. My bio eldest gets married Sunday.
Oh, well, you have fun. Don't kill anyone.
I won't. I like him.
No, kill people. That way you get to, save money.
Actually, no. This is very low key. It's like a dozen people. They're doing it in like the backyard. This is the groom's father and I are tag teaming the ceremony. It's chill. They didn't want a bunch of money spent here. They're building a house, and they would rather put all their resources towards that. It's very smart. So like her dress is a dress that I bought that was too big for me, and so she's got that, and the groom might be wearing a Hawaiian shirt.
People in love with it, I'm sure.
It's got dinosaurs on it. She's getting married in a dinosaur dress. Who isn't in love with this?
I still think that's cute.
I love it. It's going to be super low key, but there's still prep stuff that has to be done. You know how that goes. Okay, hold on. I got to play whatever Sarah put up here.
So it's like absinthe. And it's just sugar paper, so
that was the cake that Phil got for you.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like absinthe is not your friend to play with lighters.
Absinthe is not your friend. That's good to know.
That's so cool. That is really cool.
I love the fire.
Happy birthday.
Absinthe is not your friend, it's family.
It's been. So, how do they do that with the? It's sugar paper.
Flash paper.
It's flash paper.
It's printed either flash paper or sugar paper.
Yep, sugar paper.
Is it like caramelized, kind of like creme brulee?
No, just burnt into like little sugar ash.
Sugar ash.
It was still good. Our friend, a friend I've known from years from gaming, who actually I might have known longer than Sarah.
Really?
It's possible. I've known her, I think, since I was in high school, and she is a fantastic cook all around and dessert maker. She's managed to make a fondant that holds up and actually doesn't taste like garbage.
Oh, because fondant usually tastes like crap.
Yeah, usually tastes pretty bad.
She's found a way to make a marshmallow fondant thing.
Well,
she must be flavoring it.
But I've had some flavored fondant and it still tastes like ass. It's why I don't care how the cake looks. I'll stick with the buttercream usually.
Red is a genius and one of the better or best Deadlands GMs I've ever met.
Oh, then we got to play Deadlands together. I'll even run. Or she can run. I don't care. As long as I get to play Deadlands.
I'm sure she would like to play because she's a forever GM too.
Yeah. She's been running a Hell on Earth campaign for God only knows how many years.
So you remember the Evil Sleepy game and I finally got out of it and I basically got kicked off the server and the whole whatever with that.
Mm-hmm.
It's been replaced with a Hell on Earth game that I'm playing in. And would you believe
nice.
I haven't fallen asleep once? And it meets every week.
Yeah.
It's not even every other. It's every week and I don't even fall asleep. It's crazy talk.
Yeah. A good RPG session should be invigorating.
Yeah, I'm super
really
happy with my
you
character.
Out, it's not very dramatic.
I'm super happy with my character. Apparently, what my character is really good at is staying way back here and shooting a fuck in the head. That is what she does. I'm just going to sit over here. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Squeeze the trigger as I exhale. And dead. Next. Which is fun. Oh, and as a face character, which is weird. So there's another character whose stats aren't quite as good to be a face, but close enough and was the face before I joined. Or was sort of the face. And then they have this other player who did not build a face. Is not necessarily a face type of person in real life. But he refuses to stop and let the faces do the face job. And then you spend half of the time as a face undoing whatever the fuck he said. So I guess it's good role playing. But it's like, wait, don't listen to him. He's on crack or ghost rock or something. Come over here. Funny.
You can't, I don't
know.
Some people realize you gotta let the face do what they're doing, and you don't start getting.
I'm waiting. There will be a perfect moment where my character wants something to go poorly because she doesn't like them or something, and she's just gonna let him talk until it blows up, and then she'll get to shoot people in the head and be happy. What? She's actually a good character. I mean,
like watching that go south is some of the best role playing stuff. Where it's like, all right, the con is not working. Why is no one drawing their guns? Guys, they're going to kill us.
We're actually doing how's it? It's the pre stuff where you've got some of the oh my god, what were they called? The big bads.
Miracles? The Manitou?
Reckoners?
Yeah. No. Reckoners.
Oh.
We are like the actual, very early, like big bad Reckoners before, and I think, yeah. So it's like before things get, it's like after the bombs, but before things get big, like they're just starting up the Law Dogs. They're just starting up the, it is obviously late and I had to get up early and I have to get up early tomorrow. But anyhow, so we're in that early year, like 5, 6 after the bombs dropped time period. So it's been interesting. My character used to be a highway patrol officer who may have totally out of character has a low. So she's actually got a particular ocean pirate-esque low in her that can take over and apparently looks like a giant crocodile hanging out around her. She doesn't realize that it's not real. She thinks it's a real crocodile and that there's just a whole like new, because with all the bombs and the radiation, she thinks it's like a new species of crocodile that just breeds really fast. Because it can't be the same crocodile because, she's in a vehicle that drove for 2 hours, right? And then, like, two of the player characters can see spirits. And they know it's a spirit crocodile. They haven't told her it's a spirit crocodile. She thinks it's an actual crocodile. So. She's actually a good character. She just a little cautious. I mean, who doesn't want a Hunter S. Thompson type of RPG? But if we play Deadlands, I really have a personal preference towards Weird West. It also may be part of my love of 1879. Just being honest.
Mm-hmm.
Fair.
I mean, my favorite setting was very, very brief and was more modern, but they made a noir.
Yep, I have it.
I definitely have those. I love.
We were talking about that, weren't we, Hespar?
Yeah.
I
Transmetropolitan, the RPG.
He's super talkative.
Ooh.
I always am.
It's true.
I mean, it's not quite Hunter Thompson, but it is still right up there.
To be fair, that would be interesting.
Right?
Yeah.
Screwy, but interesting.
Yeah, you would have to get really out there, and it would have to be very punk and gritty in a strange way that modern players are not too keen on.
Lizards and drugs.
I will say, Philip, I have not gotten to play Noir. I have the books, but I never got a chance to play it. Like many other games, it's sitting on the shelf. Yet.
To be fair, I'm halfway through the process of looking through my own copy of that and kind of bastardizing it for Deadlands Classic.
You know, I have a fully completed noir RPG that I made that I tried to shop around a couple years back, and I just kind of buried it because I couldn't find an artist. Yeah.
You know what? Don't mention that to Ross, or he might try to actually do it. I'm just saying it's Ross.
I
told you I have a Dust Punk. It was Dime Store Novels, a Dust Punk LARP.
Yeah.
That sounds
and he was like, you do? You know, we could put, I'm like, go away, Ross. I had alpha tested it, beta tested it. It ran perfectly fine for what you want in a LARP. Go away, Ross.
I'd love to get it out there because it's my own interpretation on the cosmic horror genre, but taking more from the works of Chambers than Lovecraft.
Send it to me.
I'll
look it over.
Yes.
I'll look it over. Give you some feedback, maybe, and I will.
It uses a Morkborg system, but that's just open.
We'd have to change probably that part.
Mm.
We try to.
No.
Oh no.
What were you saying? Somebody was saying something.
I have no idea.
I was going to say
I lost my train of thought.
We're trying to keep things with the RPG land in the steps, simply because it's kind of our baby. Not because you can't use other systems, but because it's our baby.
It's fair.
I mean, oh no,
oh no.
Yeah, a system that I like the combat from the step system more than I like a lot of other combat systems.
Well, and here's the thing. Honestly, that's not usually the hard part. If you already kind of have your setting and all that stuff, I don't think the mechanics are the balancing it can be but I think it'd be okay. Like I said, send me. Do you have? I'm gonna assume you have it in some sort of digital format.
Yeah, I mean, I could just email it to you. I could just it's a document, so
yeah, not a big deal.
Yeah,
I could use some light reading on the 20-30 hours of driving over the summer. I was gonna listen to Dungeon Crawler Carl, But I could read that instead.
It will consume your life. Please be careful with it.
The RPG or Dungeon Crawler Carl, because I'm already
Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Yeah, I'm at least 4 books in. I need to. I know I'm behind, but I did like it. All right.
I need to stop. I'm on book 5.
They're really good, though. I have not made it through book 5. That was part of my plan for the summer.
I started book 8 this week when it came out, and I am pacing myself.
Fair.
Because it's going to be a bit before book 9.
Yeah.
See,
I'm on book 7.
So I liked it so much that part of me stopped reading, which I guess doesn't make sense, but hear me out. I stopped reading it because I wanted to finish, because I become very grumpy having to wait for the next book in a series. It's kind of like I don't like TV shows. If I have to wait so long in between, I'm just like, I'll just wait till the whole thing comes out. Boom, knock it all out. So I've been kind of slow. I literally liked the first 4 books, and I felt like this summer while driving, I can get another book or 2 in, and I'll still not be right on top of where they're at.
So what you're saying is we need to kidnap George R.R. Martin and force him in front of a typewriter.
I will be really honest with you.
George Martin or Rothfuss? Which one?
Oh, he said
I'd go for Rothfuss.
Rothfuss, we have better chance of actually getting something done.
Yes, but then I get to bully George R.R. Martin.
That'd be worth
it.
I can accept that.
I've seen him in some interviews, and I will say he doesn't seem like someone I want to be friends with. There have been a few people you watch him in interviews, you're like, that guy seems like he'd be pretty cool. George R.R. Martin is not one of them.
Oh no, you look at him and go, wow, that guy's even more of a douche than I am.
Well, I don't know if that's possible.
Rothfuss, actually, Sarah and I could find. We could get in contact with him through a couple friends. But how we kidnap and get him to finish the damn series.
Okay, so hear me out. Have you smelled this rag? Does it smell of ether?
We need to stop this now before words like premeditated get thrown around.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm just saying, I know what he needs to do. He needs to swallow his pride, say the story is not going to be finished in 3 books, and just tell it in as many books as he needs to.
I mean, that sounds fair.
Because there's no way that story is ending on the 3rd book. I know that's the literary conceit of the whole series, but it's just not going to happen.
Okay. I gotta go, guys. Sorry. But I have to get up early tomorrow.
Sorry.
You guys are awesome. I missed you guys for last week. I don't even remember why I wasn't here last week. Things have been a little hazy lately. What was it?
We just talked random shit. It was fun.
Good. You guys are awesome. All right. I have things to think about and things to do. What do we want to do next week? I have a topic. You guys want to think on it?
Yeah, if anybody comes up with a topic, please post it in the podcast text, and we will take it under consideration and make an effort to make it happen. I think that's the safest thing to do. Because, Andy, you have to go so you can be ready for work tomorrow.
Right.
And
It's only a half
I'm
day.
going to say this now. It is very likely I will not be here next week. So you can have any topic you want.
No, we can't. We're going to talk smack about you and then go, why aren't you going to be here? We'll be sad without you. You can't leave me with Lady Styx. She won't let us talk about hookers and blow.
But I like hookers and blow.
Well, hell. What do you guys talk about if I'm not here? What's the opposite of hookers and blow? The Committee Against Jaywalking? Is that what...
No, I would have an hour-long conversation about how the Wheel of Time is misogynist, and it really upsets me that it tries to play as the other way of. I don't know. That's why I can't get through.
You know, honestly, I wouldn't mind that conversation because I don't see it as misogynist. So I'm curious on why you think it is. But we have to do it
I'm
not
just
right
not a
now.
fan.
Yeah, like we could go into it, but that's a podcast on its own. So
well, I was going to say, because I got to go to bed.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Hearts, you guys.
Love you guys.
Everyone say goodbye. Goodbyes.
Goodbye.
Good night, all.
Bye.